channel. So today I'm doing a quick run through recipe of my sheet pan pancakes. So I had posted a picture on Instagram in my stories a couple weeks ago and had so many questions and comments about it that I had to show you guys how to make it. So Kenzley is gonna help me today. So I have all these old spotty bananas. You can see these ones are pretty brown, but they're sweeter when they're brown. So it's actually a good thing. As long as they're not bruised, you can use them. So you wanna just help me start putting them in here? So all we're gonna do, here, you can use those. Just take this off, put it in. So what I do, I just kind of go by eye. You don't necessarily need to measure things. You can if you'd like, but just peel off this and you can see there aren't any major brown spots on there. If there are, I would just pick them off, but these are totally fine. You just wanna make sure that there's none extra of the skin on there because that makes it taste kind of funky. And even if they're a little bit mushy or watery, that's totally okay too. Again, it just makes them a little bit sweeter. So we're just gonna dump these in really fast. Let's grab a fork, Ken, and we're gonna start mashing. So when we mash, I use the back of the fork like this. So you mash there, and then I generally use 1 egg per banana. So we're gonna do the eggs in here, just crack them. If you're worried about shell, you can always crack them into something separate and pour it in. Just going quickly for you guys. So I did 4 bananas, we're gonna do 4 eggs. And again, it's all just rough by eye. If you did an extra egg or 2, it wouldn't matter. It also depends on the flour. So if you do a thicker flour, then you'll want to add a little bit more egg, but that's just extra protein. So that's a good thing. Grab a towel here. Okay, that's pretty good. Yes, I am. That's my other daughter, Kaya. So now I'm just kind of whisking everything together really quickly, making sure it's all nice. And this also makes them a little bit fluffier. So with this, we're just going by eye. This is baking powder. Do about a teaspoon or so. And you want to whisk up that with a fork, honey. Just stir it around. I also put some flaxseed. This just adds extra fiber. So add some of that in there. Chia seed, same thing. It also thickens up the batter a little bit. I will, sweetie. She's super anxious for pancakes. All right, just about 2 tablespoons of that. Whisking away. We're also gonna do some coconut oil. If you didn't wanna do extra oil, you could also use some yogurt in there, which is kind of like a secret little tip. This is about a tablespoon or so, just to make it a little bit greasy so it doesn't stick in the pan as much. I also grease the pan, so we're using super cute baking dish. I just pour a little bit oil in here and kind of smear it around so it doesn't stick. You can also use this spray. I just ran out, so that's why we're doing that. So this is all mixed together well. And today we're gonna use almond flour and coconut flour. I also like to do these with gluten-free flour. Again, just ran out making these the last time I did. So we're gonna do this. But just go by eye. So let me say, I'll do about a cup worth of almond flour, just so you can see what that's gonna look like. And then I'm gonna do 1/3 cup of the coconut flour. So for every cup of flour, you wanna do of the almond flour, about 1/3 of the coconut flour. The coconut flour really is thick, and so again, you'll need extra egg, extra liquid. I'm gonna add some soy milk. You can also do other plant-based milks if you would like. Good job, Kenzley. So we're just gonna finish stirring this up real quick, and I am going to grease this.
I haven't made pancakes in forever.
I know, it's fun, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so just, now we're gonna do a little bit of milk. And the thing about soy milk, as long as you get organic, you really don't have to worry about the estrogens that a lot of people are kind of hesitant about. They are phytoestrogens, so basically, if it's a phytoestrogen, that means if your body needs more estrogen, it'll give it to you. If it doesn't, they'll just wash out. So unless you drink a good 1+ of these a day, you don't have to worry about it. It has a lot of fiber, or not, sorry, it has a lot of protein in it, which is good for you. So just another quick stir with this, make sure everything is off the edges. Consistency that you want. You want it fairly thick. And then you simply just pour it in here. Put it on 350 for about 10 minutes or so, and you have yourself some sheet pan pancakes. Okay, so the pancakes are done. This is still pretty hot. I'm going to let them cool. It took a little bit longer because we used the almond flour and coconut flour instead of normal flour, but that's okay. I'll put that all in the notes. So right now I'm making syrup. This is Kenzley's favorite syrup, and I'm gotta admit it's mine too. So I love using this. This is Fiber Yum. It's a little sweet. It just has a lot of fiber in it, which is why I love it. So it's basically making your own keto syrup at home. So fill up the jar partial way. And then just put that on so it doesn't spill. I add in some maca, which is great for metabolism. It's great for hormones. There's so many benefits of maca. I absolutely love it. It's great for libido. Obviously, kids don't eat that. It's great for natural energy. So just put in about 2 teaspoons or so. It can be strong. And then cinnamon. We all love cinnamon. So I keep my cinnamon in this little jar, but since I'm going to be using quite a bit, I'm just gonna get it right out of here. This is a Saigon cinnamon, so it's a stronger herb than normal cinnamon. And again, put about 2 teaspoons or so in here. You can always add more if you want. And then the secret ingredient is this. This is a maple flavoring. It's natural maple flavoring. Unlike a lot of syrup, it is fake maple flavoring. So yeah, just stir it up. And then again, you can add more or you can add less. You can add more of whatever you want depending on the taste. Sometimes I'll put a little bit of sea salt in there too, just to kind of heighten the sweet experience, which is really great. So you don't want it to be too thick with herbs and stuff. You want to make sure that all the, or spices I guess, are mixed in really well. So I like to stir it up and just leave extra room in the jar so it's easier to stir. Oh, and I forgot to add a little bit of stevia. So this just helps bring out the sweetness a little more. You really don't have to add this if you don't want to.
It's
but
pretty good.
Yeah, it helps. Okay, let's try it.
Good?
Super good. Let's see what Kenzley thinks.
Yummy!
And then I add more of this, and then you will see the pancakes done in a second. All right, now we're gonna finish the pancakes and we'll put some on top as soon as we're done. All right, so these are the pancakes.
It is so good.
You love them? Should we make them again?
Yeah.
And you don't have to flip the pancakes, so everything is done in like 10-15 minutes total. Love it.